Hi everyone, this is Nupi from DNB Academy, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make basses like the ones in the track sound different to you by DLR. So this is the original track. And this is my recreation bass. Also, before we get started with the video, make sure you get subscribed to the channel and keep notifications of our future videos. And if you want to support the channel, consider grabbing one of our products at dnbacademy.com. We have great preset packs, producer bundles made by pro artists like Icicle, Current Value, Abyss, Mastek, and many more, showing you how to make a track from start to finish with all project files, presets, samples, etc. included. And speaking about samples and presets, if you want the ones from this video, consider joining the preset pass. The link is also in the description below. So that being said, let's get into the video. So for this one, we'll be playing the note F2, and also we're going to use two instances of Serum. So one will be playing the sub, the other one the mids. So first let's jump into the sub. So let's open the first Serum. Then let's go over to the wavetable, right click and clear all, and just add one line in the first bin. That way we'll have a clean sign. Next, let's lower it 2 octaves and remove the random. That way we'll start playing always in the same position of the wavetable. And also bring the phase down to 0. That way we'll start as a positive. Next, going to bring the level down and assign it to LFO1. In LFO1, let's set it to trigger. That way it triggers the loop every time the note plays. And also assign it to triplets and 1/4. Now let's draw the curve. Bring it more or less like this. And something like this. Let's see. Okay, next, we're going to bring out the noise. Again, 0 level, assign it to the LFO. Just about 13–12%. And let's change it to bright white. You can barely hear it, but it is there, and as soon as we start pulling the sound, it will come out. Next, we're going for oscillator 2, or B. Bring the level again down, but this time we're going to have a steady level, so without doing the wobble. So let's assign it to envelope 2, and just a tiny bit. Add some attack. So it just plays, or it smooths in, actually. Okay, let's change it again. Let's clear all, clean sine wave. And now we're going to just move it down for 1 octave. Again, random to 0 and phase to 0. Just thicken a little bit the sound. Next, we're going to move into the filter. Let's use a MG12, cutoff around 50, and bring the mix down about 90%. That way we'll have these low, high shelf look-alike. Clean it a little bit. Now next, because we have some kind of pitch decay in the sub, we're going to assign it to LFO2. So let's move it to matrix and select LFO2 and destination will be global master tuning. Okay. In this case, we wanted unipolar. And let's push it up about 2. So from here, let's bring it like this, and around this. Okay, again, this time it will be as an envelope because we just wanted to play at the start. Trigger triplets and 1/4T. There you go. Slightly change in pitch. Okay. Now let's move into the effects. And first let's open the distortion, tube distortion, around 75%. Okay, we're starting to listen to something. Next, the compressor. And let's push it about 25. Then bring it up about 10. Okay. After this one, let's get into, again, with a filter. Let's leave it MG6. And now let's just take a little bit out of it. Let's move it to LFO1 and assign it to it. Okay. And let's push the amount to 100. Cool. Give it a little bit more. Okay. So we're done with the sub. Now let's move into the mids. Okay. And let's mute the sub for now. Now for the mids, let's select basic shapes and the saw. Bring the random down. Again, let's move the octaves -2. Bring the level down. And let's duplicate it. Copy A to B. Let's just switch it off for now. Now let's modulate the level. Draw the curve. And switch it to trigger. Triplet. 1/4. And this time we're going to give it a rise of 1/4 as well. That way it ramps in like a fade in into this modulation. Next, we're going to the second oscillator. Let's move the octave 2 up. And also the semitone 9. Let's FM from B and bring it up to 38%. Now let's go into the effects area. Open a distortion. Tube distortion. About 60%. And again, let's assign it to LFO1. Move it up to 100%. Okay. And now let's give it some pre-filtering. That way it will be filtered before the distortion. Around 15K. So it doesn't get so much highs. The difference. Okay. Next, let's have some width to it. So let's bring up the chorus bring the rate to 0 so it gets always in the same position. And now let's bring the depth down. About 5.4, feed 10%, and the low pass filter all the way up. Okay, let's bring the mix down. And we're done. Next, we're going to move an EQ so we can clean that low end that we're hearing. So let's bring it Q to 45 and frequency around 1K, just a little bit before, maybe 800. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's just add this here. Now next, we're going to add a filter. And let's see if we can clean a little bit more the sound. Bring it up to 1500. 50. And bring down a little bit the mix. Okay. So let's move the filter over here. And next we'll have the compressor. So in the compressor, let's get some signal in. Okay. And let's add some gain. Nice. After the compressor, let's open a reverb. Bring down the size about 10%. Leave the decay. Give a little bit of low cut. And let's increase also the high cut. Bring the spin down. And now let's automate the mix. Open LFO2 and just do a curve like this. Switch it to envelope, triplets, 1/4, and that way that first part that plays, it won't have such an open mix. See around here. Too much. Okay. Now we have the oscillator. Now let's go to the mixer. Let's play both together. Now let's put them both together in the same channel. In this case, let's create a stack or a summing channel. And on it, you see it's peaking a little bit, so let's bring it down like 2 dBs to be enough. Okay. And now let's go over and do a free clip. That's a soft clipper. Let's put it softer instead of hard. And let's add a little bit, a couple of, let's do 3 dBs of gain. Maybe 4, it holds, so it distorts a little bit. Okay. You can bring the ceiling down. Let's do it -1. Okay. And this was my recreation of the bass from the track Sound Difference by DLR. So, if you like this video, make sure you get subscribed to the channel and keep notifications of our future videos. And if you want to support the channel, consider grabbing one of our products at dnbacademy.com. We have great preset packs, producer bundles made by pro artists like Icicle, Current Value, Abyss, Mastic, and many more. showing you how to make a track from start to finish with all project files, presets, samples, etc. included. And speaking about samples and presets, if you want the ones from this video, consider joining the preset pass. The link is also in the description below. So thanks for watching, I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next videos.